Have you ever wondered about the best way to light a cigar? I'm Gordon Mott, the executive editor of Cigar Aficionado magazine.
And I'm David Savona, senior editor. We're here at Carnegie Club in New York City.
And we're going to show you the proper way to light a cigar.
Now, cigars are tough to light. They're big, they're thick, they're made of moist tobacco. It's not like lighting a cigarette, which has paper around it. A cigar fights the flame, so it takes some time to get it going, whether you're using matches or one of these lighters.
But whichever method you decide to use, there is a right way to light a cigar. Now, I have a cigar here that I've already cut. This is a standard flame lighter. It has a large single flame, and what you want to do is bring the cigar just above the tip of the flame, not in it, but as close to it as you can get without actually burning the cigar. You just want to slowly begin to ignite it, and you want to keep rotating the cigar in your fingers so that no single spot gets too much heat at any one time.
The idea is to light the cigar on fire without overly roasting it. You don't want to char it. Think about drinking a very hot cup of coffee. Hits your taste buds, you can't feel anything, you can't taste anything. It's the same idea. Keep the cigar out of the direct flame and go slowly.
Now, after about 15 or 20 seconds, I like to blow on the end of the cigar to see if it's been lit evenly. I look for the black spots which show that it has not actually been lit yet, and then I'll put it back in the flame to be sure that I get it lit evenly all the way around. And finally, when I'm sure that it's lit, I'll bring it up to my mouth, draw on it, maybe blow again. This one actually hasn't lit quite as well, so I'm going to put a little bit more flame to it, and then it's ready to smoke. There are also other kinds of flame lighters. This is a double flame lighter that was built specifically to light cigars. Now, I've turned the flame up, but you'll get an idea of what a double flame lighter is like. When you turn it down a little bit, it gets to be a large single flame. This is a torch lighter, which I use to light cigars on the golf course. It's kind of like an acetylene torch. It'll light a cigar in any kind of wind, rain, wherever. It's a great thing to have when you're out playing golf.
Now, all the lighters we've shown you here run on butane gas, which is odorless, so it's a proper way to light your cigar. Things you want to avoid are lighters that use lighter fluid to be refilled. They smell like gasoline. That's a smell you certainly don't want to be having around your cigars. Also, things to avoid, don't light your cigar off of a candle. The wax particles can get in the way of the cigar's burn. Now, something that does make sense is using a match. Use a real wooden cigar match. Don't use those little paper matches. Those are meant for cigarette smokers, and you'll go through far too many of them trying to light your cigar. A good cigar match should have some length to it. Simply strike the match, allow the sulfur and phosphorus to burn off for a moment or two, and then using the method Gordon described, gradually toast the foot of your cigar, take time, rotate. Might take a couple of matches, light your cigar.
Wow, I've really been enjoying this cigar, but your description of lighting a cigar with a match reminds me of another very elegant way to light a cigar, which is with a cedar spill. We have some here. You can create your own collection of spills by every time you buy a box of cigars. You can take out the cedar sheet, which most of them come with, and break them into strips like this. And then you can light the spill and use it to light your cigar.
At the Emilia Cohiba in Havana, they have a cigar bar called El Relicario. And the waitress there takes a cedar spill, lights it, takes your cigar from the humidor, and the cedar spill is much longer than the one I'm using here. And ever so slowly, she rotates the cigar, just lets it dance above the flame of the cigar. And she takes her time getting that cigar nice and warm and ready. And by the time she's done, boy, you really want to smoke that cigar. I was never there.
Are we filming?